Hello, we want to welcome you back to the Properties and Peoples podcast. I'm Jeff Pierce with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Fernleaf Group, and we're not going to waste any time this morning. We're going to get right in and spotlight a local business and a good friend of mine, Amie Tooley. How's it going, Amie?
It's going great. Thank you for letting me be here today.
That's not a problem. We want to spotlight our local businesses, and what we're going to get to shortly, she's going to tell us about how she's got a good tie with a lot of local businesses and how she can help local businesses as well.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little about yourself. This is what we like to do when we start off, and then we're going to talk about your business.
Very good. So by trade, I'm a speech language pathologist. And in college, I studied communication disorders. And I also have a master's degree in leadership. And so I use that at the school district level in administration to help me right here locally work with our county and city school districts. Mm-hmm. And I directed programs ranging from special education to HR as a part of that. Okay. Then 3 years ago, I retired myself from public education and became an entrepreneur. And I started both a nonprofit and a small business called Connective Consulting.
Great. Connective Consulting. So I like the name.
Thank you.
It's very catchy, and you got a lot of knowledge, a lot of credentials there. Congratulations on that. So tell us what your organization, your nonprofit, can do for everybody here in the local community.
So what I do is I work on a problem that I know many people can relate to, and that's turnover. You know, that is, as an HR director and in any leadership role, what kept me up at night was thinking about some of the people that we were losing and how to prevent that from happening, and then how to hold on to some of those other team members that we really didn't want to lose. And so that has been my focus of my business. How that looks might be different based on the organization that I work with. Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10, it's going to start with communication. Gotcha. And then also include connection and facilitating that connection among the team members. Mm-hmm. And then also focused on the mission of the organization that I'm working with.
Gotcha. So I guess there's coaching that's going on through this process too?
Absolutely. Coaching and consulting both.
Okay, great. So you're a part of what I see you post a lot on social media, Coffee Hour at Sprocket. Tell us a little bit how that got started and how you're where you're at with that.
Absolutely. When I very first started my entrepreneurial journey, I went 2 places. One was Paducah Area Chamber of Commerce, which is where you and I very first got connected, and then to Sprocket. And both of those organizations and the different programming that they have really helped me with my business and grow into the business leader that I am today. Right. When I first started at Sprocket, I joined Coffee Hour. It's called Entrepreneur Support Coffee Hour. Okay. And there were 2 or 3 of us that met on a regular basis. And as time went on, I eventually was asked as a Sprocket ambassador to begin to facilitate Coffee Hour. Okay. So the last 2 years or so, I have been doing that. We have grown from that 2 or 3 of us that met originally to 15, 20, even 25 people sometimes. Right. We get to do a variety of things as a part of that. I work with different companies and other small businesses to get that sponsored for us, to make sure that it is free for our entrepreneurs here in our area to be able to participate in.
That's great.
It provides an opportunity. It's intended to allow people and entrepreneurs to come together to get connected, to collaborate together, and also be a place where they can learn so that they can grow in their business.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was at Coffee Hour. I haven't been very many times, but the time I was there the last time, Willie Kearns was your guest. Yes. That's where I learned about ChatGPT, and yes. I've used it every day, and that was well worth my trip down there. So is it Absolutely. Thursday mornings at 8 a.m.?
It's Wednesdays.
Wednesday mornings?
Every Wednesday morning, without fail, we meet at 8 a.m. We've even had a snow version where we jumped on Zoom and did it online.
Good.
So without fail, we absolutely meet so that we can get connected. We've had a lot of really great sessions. You mentioned that one on AI, which is phenomenal. We've had pricing for profit, great tax returns, marketing, branding. One that I like to do and kind of repeat that I facilitate is called Caffeinate and Connect. And it's like a facilitated networking experience where the business owners and entrepreneurs get to know each other.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So is this open to the public, to other entrepreneurs?
It is. Anyone
Okay.
can come. The doors open at 7:50 on Wednesday mornings. Come on in, grab a cup of coffee, sit down at the table, and we'll have some great information ready to go.
Great. So if someone needs to get in contact with you about your nonprofit and or coffee hour, maybe even wanting to sponsor coffee hour, how can they do that?
Yes, they can reach me via my cell phone, which is 270-519-4136, or they can get on my website, which is connectiveconsultingservices.com.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
I think that's great.
How about a word of advice for somebody? I'm going to put you on the spot here. Just a good word of advice that maybe you were given or what you have learned throughout your entrepreneurship.
Let me think about
And we
that.
could sit here all day and let you think of it because
Okay.
it's going to be good.
Yes, let's see. Let's think about that. I think one of the best pieces of advice that I have received is to use your resources. You know, we have so much available to us right here in Paducah. Sprocket, we are so lucky to have Sprocket, to have the Chamber of Commerce, all of the things, you know, this podcast that you have to get people connected. And so really tapping into your resources so that you can grow is the best piece of advice, I believe.
I love it. I love it. I appreciate you being on.
Thank
Thank you, Amie. Good luck with your organization and your coffee hour. I can see social media. I can see big groups there at this long table. You're going to get a bigger room down there or something.
I know. We've
It's a
added
good
one
problem.
Absolutely. We've added one table. We can add more.
Sounds good. Well, thank you once again for joining us on the Properties and Peoples podcast. We'll see you next week, and we hope you have a wonderful day.